Growing up, the Florida Gators were always known as one of the best programs in the SEC. They won national championships under Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow, with Aaron Hernandez being a controversial piece. You had the Pouncey twins. You had so many great guys on defense like Brandon Spikes, and you just can't name them all. Joe Hayden. Nowadays, though, they're not known for that. They're kind of a mid to lower tier SEC program, and the goal of this little rebuild here is to bring the Florida Gators back to the top. Now, one of the things I want to do is start right from our current point. So the Florida Gators currently sit at 4-4, and next up they got to take on the Texas Longhorns. How we got to the current point in the season is we went ahead and forced wins and losses based on what happened in real life. So you're able to do that in this game. So we're 4-4 with the right schedule as far as who we lost to. We went ahead and did the entire NCAA. As we're looking around at the conference standings right now, you can see everything is correct. Is there a possibility that I messed up a game here or there? Maybe. I don't think so, though. I went really hard. I double checked everything. So our SEC standings, our ACC standings, like Florida State Seminoles sucking is currently in here as they're 1-8. So this one is going to start right from where we are today. That'll give us the most realistic setup to how things are going to go in this rebuild. Because you'll see later on in recruiting, we're struggling just as you'd expect a 4-4 team to struggle in recruiting. But let's go ahead and take a look at our team. We have DJ Lagway at quarterback. Here's the thing. This hamstring injury against Georgia is going to be represented in this. I think I'm going to keep him out the rest of the season unless we get confirmation before I finish recording season 1 that he'll be back. So basically, I think he's the future of this program. We got to make sure we don't lose him to the transfer portal. I see him get in there quite a bit. How do you keep him? Well, you got to pass the ball. We're going to make sure we do that. Honestly, I think he's going to be the quarterback to lead us to the national championship game, and I think we'll win it with him. So basically, my goal for this entire dynasty here is to win a title. So I want to structure it with 4 games per episode, so the regular season's only 3 episodes long, and then we'll do the postseason. If we make a title game, it'll be standalone. And then once we win a national title, I'll probably leave it up to you guys. If you want to see me continue, we'll continue with the Florida Gators and at least try for a repeat. And then after that, we'll sim out the guys we brought in's careers just to see what they're able to do, because everybody's going to get a little bit invested in recruiting and seeing a guy's career finish out. And I'm going to keep it going until we win the title. I don't care if it takes 2 seasons or it takes 7 seasons. We're not finishing up until the Florida Gators are national champions. Once we do that, though, the goal of this is going to be to move on to another team. We're going to start a new dynasty. We're going to do it all over again from real life point with somebody else. I'm going to keep our main channel dynasty with UL Monroe going and Coach Josiah Wynn. This is my kind of side project, and I hope to get it up maybe twice a week. I think that this will be a really fun way to incorporate what's happening in real life and see other players in the game and really get to know some of these guys in college. It allows me to just rebuild teams, and for me personally, the Florida Gators are my favorite college football team, so I'm really passionate about getting these guys back to the top. I'm very frustrated with how things have gone, but at the same time, I think Coach Billy Napier probably deserves another season. Only because, honestly, there's only one reason for it: the buyout. I don't think it's worth spending the amount of money we're going to spend and lose all the players that we have. Because the thing is, we have a pretty talented young team. The main thing here, though, is if Billy Napier can't keep these guys in the Florida Gators, it is time to move on, because we've lost a lot of talent to other teams around the nation. You look at guys like Antoine Power Island. You look at what Princely Umami Ellen does. You have Scooby Williams at Texas A&M. You have Chris McClellan playing D-tackle for Missouri, who's been really good this year. We've lost a ton of talent around the nation, and if we can't keep him here, why keep Billy Napier? But the thing is, for this rebuild, we're going to keep Billy Napier, and he's going to be our coach, and we're going to see if he can lead the Florida Gators to the top by some miracle. Like I said, the talent on this team is quite high. Honestly, I think recruiting is just going to be kind of complimentary to try to bring in some extra pieces and make sure we have depth. If we can't do the darn thing and win the national title before these guys move on, we need to make sure we have guys ready to replace them. I honestly think, though, within 4 years, we'll be a national champion with this team. The young talent is so good on this team, and you're seeing us check them out in the background. I'm really impressed with what we've brought in. Now we just got to keep them, and we got to get these guys developed, and I think we'll be all right. Some of the key pieces that we have here are certainly at running back. We have Jaden Baugh. We have KD Daniels. I think both of those guys are going to make a huge impact for this team. At receiver, of course, Eugene Wilson III. Trey Wilson's going to be such a beast for us. We have to keep him, and we have to make sure he's happy. We have Tank Hawkins, who's a deep threat that I think will make a huge impact for us. We also have Aiden Mazzell, who I think could be an absolute star alongside Trey Wilson. I'm excited to get my hands on him and really play with him. And then another big guy is Andy Jean. I think he could be pretty good at receiver as well. We also have sophomore tight end Arliss Boardingham. I'm really excited about him. He doesn't have the highest ceiling in the game, but I think he's a really good player in real life, and I think he's going to make a big impact. Honestly, I think tight ends are pretty important in this game, and I think I can really lean on him. Across the O-line, I'm not real sure. We have some guys that'll be back. Maybe we can build around them. That's the one area of the team that I think I kind of need to get figured out and work hard to fix. Now, on the D-line, we have some pieces that I'm pretty excited about. One of them is LJ McCray. He's he's pretty awesome. I think he's going to be a great player. He's a 5-star recruit that we brought in, and I think he's the future of this D-line, along with Kelby Collins. He's only a sophomore. He's already a really good player. I think those two guys could really make an impact on this team. Now, our weakest position on the entire roster is probably at defensive tackle. We don't have a whole lot of depth there. We have 3 guys on the roster. 2 of them are seniors, so we need to recruit D-tackle heavy, and we need to fix the interior of our defensive line. Linebacker-wise, we have some guys I'm excited about. We have Aaron Childs. We have Miles Graham. Those guys are both going to be really good, but both of our starters are only sophomores on the outside. Howard and TJ Searcy are both going to make a big impact for this team, and I can't wait to see how they develop. Now at corner, we have actually quite a lot of young pieces here. I think Cormani McLean has our highest ceiling, but I like Devin Moore. I like Jameer Grimsley, a player who came over from Alabama when Nick Saban retired. So I think the young pieces are definitely in place for our secondary. At free safety, one of the guys I really like is our starter, Jordan Castell. He's quite good. Now at strong safety, we also have young pieces. In Gregory Smith III, I think he could be a good player. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our recruiting class that we've assembled. Honestly, due to us not being very great this year, we don't have a great recruiting class right now. We have 3 guys. We have Mike Trapuka. He's a right outside linebacker who's a 5-star, and he's a gem. I can't wait to get him in here. He's going to be a really good player for us. Next up is Terrence Figueroa, right end. He's only 6'1", 235. He's a 4-star, but he is a gem. He has 85 finesse moves. He also has great athleticism. I think this guy's going to come in and make an immediate impact if he gets on the field. Then we have maybe my best recruit yet, CJ Willett. He's a 5-star. He's a gem at running back. He's 5'10", 238. Here's the thing. Look at all the mentals and look at all the abilities this guy has. He's a power back with 96 speed and 88 stiff arm. He has 87 trucking. 85 agility is kind of low, but really good strength, really good acceleration. I think this guy's going to come in and be awesome for us. I can't wait to get him on the field, and I think he could compete with the guys we already have here, honestly. Now, for the rest of the recruiting class, things aren't going so well. We have a lot of good players here, but the thing is, they're not committing to us, and I don't know how many of them we're actually going to get, because here lately, we're starting to fall down their board, and there's just nothing I can do about it. We're not winning enough. We're not doing enough of the right things to get them in here, and we've actually lost a lot of our top targets already to other programs because, you know, I just couldn't hold on to them. Like I said, we lost them at the end. We fell out of their top spot in the last week or 2 of their recruitment, and then boom, they went to the other programs. So we've lost 8 guys or 9 guys, and now we need to figure out how to put this class together in order to help us in the future. Hopefully we're able to rebuild this team pretty quick, so we won't need too many of these guys to become stars, but I hope some of them can step in and become immediate impact players for us. Either way, in the next episode, you're going to see us take on our final 4 opponents, and of course, just like in real life, we're not going to play DJ Lagway, and we're not going to play Graham Mertz. The thing is, the actual starter, Aiden Warner's not in the game, so I'm not sure how we're going to handle that yet. We might just go with Clay Millen since he's in the game, and we'll finish out this season, and we'll get to the offseason and really start the true rebuild of the Florida Gators. I want to hear what you guys think down below in the comments. Leave any feedback you got. Tell me any suggestions you have. I'm ready for it. Either way, I'm LDJ11. I'm excited to rebuild my favorite team. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.